The C-SPAN networks bring you long-form public affairs programming from the nation's capital and are a public service of your television provider. C-SPAN, created by cable.
They said this day would never come. Here is something none of my predecessors ever got a chance to say. Welcome to the White House, the World Series champion, Chicago Cubs. Now, I know you guys would prefer to stand the whole time, but sit down.
President, as you alluded to in Cleveland on November 2nd and into the early morning of November 3rd, this special group of players behind me in one of the greatest World Series games in history ended the longest championship drought in American sports. And when Kris Bryant's throw settled into Anthony Rizzo's glove for the final out of Game 7, the victory brought pride, joy, relief, and redemption to Cub fans everywhere, including many in the White House. Thank you. So many of you were there, but the city of Chicago erupted, unified in a celebration that continues to this day. It was a thrilling, emotional time, and we think we even saw some White Sox fans smiling, which, Mr. President, brings us to you.
Yes.
We know you may have certain allegiances to another team on the other side of town, but we know you're a very proud Chicagoan. And we know your better, wiser half, the First Lady, has been a lifelong and very loyal Cub fan, which we appreciate very much. And of course, we have great faith in your intelligence, your common sense, your pragmatism, your ability to recognize a good thing when you see one. So, Mr. President, with only a few days remaining in your tremendous presidency, we have taken the liberty here today of offering you a midnight pardon for all your indiscretions as a baseball fan. And so we welcome you with open arms today into the Cubs family. And to recognize this terrific conversion and this great day, we have some gifts for you and your family. First, Anthony Rizzo has graciously agreed to share his number 44 with the 44.
There you go.
And if you're still not comfortable putting a Cubs jersey on, this one just says Chicago.
All right.
So you're good with that one.
Thank you so much.
Second, we have at historic Wrigley Field, we have a center field scoreboard that's actually an historic landmark. And so we hope the National Park Service won't mind, but we took down a tile for you, number 44, which very few people have one of those.
Oh, that's very cool.
We also wanted you to know that as a new fan, you have some catching up to do. And you've been busy the last 8 years, and your family as well. So Laura Ricketts is here to present you with a lifetime pass to Wrigley Field for you and your family.
I love how it says non-transferable.
It's strictly,
I would think not.
it's just an emolument.
Can you imagine if somebody walks up? Sorry.
You don't have to bring it with you.
And finally, every time we win a game in Chicago, we fly the W flag, as you know. So we brought one for you, signed by the entire team, and we'd love for you to fly it at your new library, which we plan to do our very best to support along the way.
There's some nice swag. I'm telling you. Thank you so much.
It's just day one. It's just day one.
We're doing okay so far.
So, Mr. President, thank you for the dignity and integrity with which you've served this country for the last 8 years, for your tremendous service to Chicago and Illinois before that, and for hosting us here today. We wish you all the best and look forward to seeing you at Wrigley Field. Thank you.
Well, everybody, thank you so much. Let me say, first of all, best swag I've gotten as president, represented right here. And let me also say, on behalf of a lot of folks here in the White House, you know, you've brought a lot of joy to a lot of people here, and we're grateful. I know my former chief of staff, now mayor of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel, you know, folks like Dick Durbin, you know, we got a whole congressional delegation here. I see Lisa Madigan, my dear friend. You know, just a lot of people have been rooting for you for a long time. So even though it will be hard for me, Fergie, to wear a jersey, do know that among Sox fans, I'm the Cubs' #1 fan. All right? Let's try this photo.